Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, the 22nd of February, and welcome back to those of you that are in school, and welcome back to those of you that are at home, remote learning for this week and next week. I hope you all had a lovely half term. Wasn't the weather wonderful yesterday? Gosh, we've seen snow and sunshine within 10 days, so that was really nice to see. And it's been lovely seeing some of the children come back in today. Now, of course, we are all waiting to hear what the plans will be for this half term. And there is due to be an announcement later today. So, of course, we will be letting you know what will be happening for the remainder of this half term if you're watching this assembly at home. So let's get on. I'm going to share my screen and let's take it back. Sorry, let's go back to the beginning of the presentation. Now, we've done our good mornings. Now, excitingly, we have a new core value for this half term, which is kindness. Now, this is a value that we've talked a lot about in assemblies, both last year and last academic year as well. And it is kindness. Now, for those of you that are in school and for those of you that we hope will be coming in soon, I just wanted to say a thank you to Mr. Sell, who has made us a fantastic kindness sign that goes right over our doors. So please do try and take a look at that at some point, because he's done a fantastic job. And I want you to have a think about, before we move on, what kindness means to you. What does it mean to be kind? How can we be kind? How can we show kindness? And what does kindness mean? So I'm going to give you a few seconds to have a little think. Now, this is a definition that I found in a dictionary, and I thought it was quite a good one. So it said, kindness is the quality of being generous, helpful, and caring about other people, or an act showing this quality. And this is the really important bit, and expecting nothing in return. So we don't do kind things because someone's going to give us a medal, or we're going to get a clap, or we're going to get a sticker. We should be doing kind things, all of us, I'm talking about grown-ups as well as children, because it's the right thing to do, because we care about each other and we want to treat others in the way that we would want to be treated. Now, the very, very important thing about kindness is that it is always noticed by the person receiving the kindness, and it is always remembered. And I'm going to tell you a true story in my assembly this morning. It was something that I think it was a video clip that I saw some time ago now, and I saved it because I thought, oh, one day I'm going to share that with everyone at Forest, because it had such an impact on me and it fits so well with our core value of kindness this half term. Now, it's a true story and it involves animals. Now, some of you might remember the assembly I did last year about the lions and the lion cub that remembered its owners. But this is a different story, and it's about two chimpanzees, and their names were Swing and Doll, or are Swing and Doll. So here is a picture of them, and they didn't have a great start to their life. So the first few years of their life, they didn't live in their natural habitat. They lived in a laboratory, and they lived with in a room. They were probably kept in a cage, and they had never felt grass underneath their feet or seen sunshine, which was very, very sad. Now, there was a lady, this lady here, and she helped rescue Doll and Swing. Now, she was an animal behaviorist, which means somebody who studies the behavior of animals. and she was particularly interested in chimpanzees. And she wanted to save these Doll and Swing and to give them a different life. And so she took charge in the transition of them changing their lives from living in a laboratory to transferring them to a sanctuary. And she did that by, once they were in the sanctuary, she stayed with them for 4 years, went to see them every day. She fed them, she cared for them, she tried to communicate with them, she showed them a lot of care and a lot of kindness, because they had never even lived outside before. So they were very nervous, very anxious. And so it was really important that the experience was very positive for them. Now, this was a long, long time ago. And at that time, Linda, she was quite young. Now, as I said, she stayed with the chimpanzees for 4 years until she settled them in and they were quite happy living in their new home. Then she left that job and she went and did lots and lots of other things in different countries all over the world, always helping animals. 25 years later, so obviously that's older than all of you, probably might even be older than, I don't know, some of your parents or your brothers and sisters. 25 years later, she went back to the sanctuary to see Doll and Swing, to see how they were getting on. Now I'm going to show you a quick video so that you can see what happened.
For the next 4 years, Linda spent every day with the chimps, watching over them, observing their journey back to wholeness. It was a grand experiment. No one knew whether it would work, but it did.
Swing.
What
Girl.
a pretty girl, isn't she?
You're a good girl.
25 years later, Linda's come back for a long-awaited visit. A few of her old friends still remain.
Girl.
She's a good girl. Not quite the little babies that you left.
No. Remember me?
Dolls make her smile.
I wonder if they remember everything that I remember about our relationships. Doll, come here.
Oh, come on, let's get looking.
It's been 18 years since Linda has had any contact with Doll and Swing face to face.
It's been so long.
There's no telling how they'll react.
Oh, you look great.
Even her old friends are now wild animals.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember me? Good girl. Hey. Remember me? Oh, yes.
Who's that, huh?
Swing.
Who's that? It's okay. It's okay. Not too quick. That's good,
Doll.
Doll.
Oh, Doll. These chimpanzees have taught me about resilience. All of these have gone through such tremendous adversity, and yet they're forgiving and they're whole again. I guess if you remember me, you remember a lot of things, don't you? Back to Africa, in the lab. When we came down here, remember when you got so sick? Yeah, you let me carry you off the island. It's good you got better. It's good you've had a good life. Let me see. I still have the tag. I don't think Lion Country even knew it when it started, but it has provided wonderful sanctuary for these chimpanzees.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. So as you can see, that Linda's kindness was remembered. It was 18 years since she'd seen them face to face, but 25 years since she'd actually been back to see them properly. So as you can see, even kindness to animals never goes unnoticed. They remember, as we do, when someone is kind to us. So let me just go back to our PowerPoint. Now, I would like to find out, because I know that we have lots of acts of kindness, just very small acts that happen every day at Forest Academy. And I know that lots and lots of you are very kind to each other every day. So I have brought in a jar today, and I'll show you the jar. It looks a little bit like this one. And what I would like you to do is, sorry, let me put my face back on the screen. What I would like you to do is to write down on a piece of paper, I'm going to put it in the dining hall, write down on a piece of paper anything that has happened to you this week where someone has shown you an act of kindness. Now, that might be as small as a smile when you walk in the classroom to make you feel happy to be back in school. It might be that somebody helped you in the dining hall. Maybe you dropped your fork on the floor and somebody helped you pick it up and put it in the cutlery washing tray. Maybe someone asked if you would like to play with them at break time or lunchtime. Maybe it was someone showing you kindness at home. Maybe someone, I don't know, made you a drink at home. Maybe someone helped you tidy your room or helped you make your bed or said something kind to you. Maybe it was a stranger in the street that just smiled at you and made you feel noticed and happy inside. So what I would like you to do is to write any acts of kindness, and we're going to put them in our jar. And I'm hoping that next week I will be able to read some of these acts of kindness out. It would be really lovely to be able to read them out. And if you can add the person's name that showed you that kindness, please do, so that we can read their name out as well. So this is something I want us all to remember this week. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. I think that is very, very good advice. And I think the world would be so much more of a nicer place if everybody went out of their way to show kindness to others. So try to remember the story of Doll and Swing, that act of kindness that you are going to do for somebody today or tomorrow or this week. That might stick in someone's mind for many, many days, weeks, or even years ahead, and you will be the person that they remember, just like Doll and Swing remembered Linda. So I'm going to stop sharing here. I'm going to show you our jar. This is our jar that's going to go in the dining hall with a notice, and I'm going to put lots of bits of paper and a little pot of pencils so that you can write it on, and then you can fold up your message of kindness or what somebody did that was kind to you and put it in the jar. And I'm hoping this is going to be quite full next week. Anyway, have a fantastic week, everyone, whether you are learning at home or whether you are in school. And I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Bye-bye.